Hey guys, Retrowave here. Today I have a very interesting device here. It's called a Format Jumbler. What it does is it converts between 1/4 inch jacks and 1/8 jacks, or vice versa, and I am going to show you how to make it today. There are a few things you'll need to buy for this project. It'll probably set you back about $40. You will need a box of 22 gauge stranded wire of various colors. You will need 4 stereo socket, 1/4 inch or 6.3 millimeter audio jacks, along with 4 stereo 1/8 or 3.5 inch stereo audio jacks. You will require a 1590S project box for this project. A list of other items: a multimeter, wire cutters, helping hands, needle nose pliers, electrical tape, and fine flux solder, and an X-Acto knife. Let's start by drilling our template. The template is included in the description for you to download. I recommend using a hole punch before you start drilling. Start with a small bit and then work up to a larger one. It is best to use the step bit, but if you don't have this, you can also use a cobalt steel bit. Let's tidy up before we move on to our next part. Now that we have everything drilled, it's time to install the sockets. We'll start out by bending the ground connector of the 1/8 jack. Let's go ahead and install the faceplate. You can find the link in the description for this. You'll want to make sure you install these tight so we don't have any grounding issues. I've printed on 4x3 paper and then laminated it. And I carefully cut out the holes with an X-Acto knife. Let's go over some of the connections. Here we have the tip, the ring, and the sleeve. Let's go ahead and test for continuity. Testing for continuity will determine whether we have the right connections. Let's go ahead and test the tip, ring, and sleeve connections. First, we'll start with the tip connection. Place one probe on the tip and the other one on lug 3. If done properly, you should be getting a 0 on your multimeter. Now let's go ahead and test our ring connection. Place your probe on the ring and the other probe on lug 1. Now let's test the sleeve connection. We'll place one probe on the casing and the other one on lug 2. Let's make sure everything's working. We're going to test it out with alligator clips first. Let's start out by cutting our stranded wire. We need to cut 4 black wire, 4 red wire, and 4 white wires. Once we have everything cut, it's ready to solder. Here I'll show you where to solder the ground connections, which is also the sleeve. And now the tip connection. If you remember when we went back earlier in the video, I showed you where the connections were. This is where we're going to solder. And finally, our last connection is the ring connection. We can now install our screws that have been provided with our project box. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.